Good morning, good morning. It's always morning somewhere, right? So it's been a while since I've done one of these little educational videos slash vlogs slash whatever slash probably end it in a prayer and meditation like usual. And just kind of update, commentary, like wow, okay, it's March something, 7th or 8th, 2021. So we're almost a year into this COVID thing, and just to like recap, like I don't even know where to begin sometimes. Like I just don't. Okay, so if you haven't seen any of my videos about this stuff ever, or don't know, and you just believe what you see on the news, and you don't know what the Illuminati is outside of the Dan Brown movies or whatever, there's this group. No, I'm not going to start like that. I'm not going to try. I just want to jump into the COVID stuff. So, but it always, because I was just thinking of the Illuminati symbolism of how March 12th last year was the date that I remember as kind of like the panic setting in of like this virus is spreading and people are going to be wanting to stay home and stores are going to be running out of things. That was kind of like the message. Well, first, like weeks before that, I saw someone post on my news feed on Facebook about, okay, why are we buying all the toilet paper? Which I didn't notice that in my area at first. You know, we always get our toilet paper at Costco and they always have it. So, but March 12th was that day my roommate had to go to Costco, and so we went there and it was just like jammed and like you couldn't even get through, and it's just totally nuts. Like if you got to the front and wanted to try to bring a cart back to the back to get something you forgot to get, like it wasn't happening. Like you were not getting through. There was just like jammed wall to wall, each which way. I was even trying to like help direct traffic, like trying to like keep a gap for the aisle for people to pass because there was like gridlock going on. And I was like, you have to leave a space for the cars to get through. I was like, oh, but that was nuts. And so then yeah, this whole and it's just crazy. It's just crazy because what you have to understand, I don't care if you don't believe in conspiracy theories, I'm telling you the truth right now, that these people, whoever's behind all these conspiracies, the big money power brokers of the world or whatever, what they have gotten really good at doing is muddying the waters. And I've talked about this before, to where they have these like agent provocateurs, sock accounts, you know, made up organizations on both sides of a conflict, i.e. Antifa, ISIS, and QAnon. They made all that shit up, man. Come on. Come on. Are you guys not hip to that yet? Like, wow. So, yeah. So that's why, you know, when they have like released that documentary like Plan-demic, which I never saw because I already knew what the MO was before, because I already saw the game plan from the beginning pretty quickly, like how they are putting out this disinformation from the other side, the ones who's supposed to be exposing them or whatever, these and then it's turned into this whole right-wing, left-wing thing, and the anti-maskers and the it's so, I don't even know what happened this past year. Like, wow. Like, if you were anti-mask, you were automatically a Trump supporter all of a sudden, and it's just like, what? Then you had all these supposedly woke Trump supporters who thought that he was going to expose the dark cabal. Oh, he's not working for them. No, he's going to expose them. He's going to have them all arrested. Like, oh my God. Well, people stop seeing about them getting arrested. I've been hearing about them getting arrested for like 12 years now or some shit. Like, even if that did happen, like, just don't talk about it until it happens, because otherwise it's just a big tease. And they're probably behind that too. You know, they're behind everything, and that sounds crazy, but of course not everything, but like all the information. They're controlling all the information that's being put out in any kind of mainstream media outlet. So, yeah, then there was the whole Plan-demic thing, which I'm sure they put out, because what they like to do is like put out something that's like 90% true, seeming to come from the opposition side, but then have it be like 10% like totally obviously false, so it discredits the other 90%. It's fucking genius, you see? So that's what they do, and they have their little people play along, and I'm sorry, but I gotta like call out this whole Tom Hanks thing, because he was one of the first celebrities to get it. And then he posted on his Instagram or Twitter or whatever a picture of an old Corona typewriter. When I was a kid, it was Smith Corona. I remember Smith Corona, but just Corona, like this typewriter is like literally 100 years old, right? Big ass metal thing. Like, why would he lug that shit all the way to Australia? Oh, I just like this old typewriter, he says. It says Corona right on it. Like, I mean, if that's a coincidence, that's a really weird one. And then I saw another documentary. It was a YouTube video. This guy saying about like the virus could have been intentionally released from China and from the U.S. at the same time. There was this like, bio lab or somewhere that he has some evidence that it could have come out of there as well at the same time or whatever. But then he like totally discredited everything he said at the end of his video. It was really weird. I don't know, but I do think it was intentionally made release. And this group, whatever you want to call them, these guys who own everything, I believe they also control China too, and Russia and North Korea and probably Iran, all our perceived, biggest enemies. The same guys control them all. It's just like how the Bush family was a heavy investor in the German war manufacturer Krupp's, because there's money in war, and so they invest in both sides. They initiate a conflict based on false pretenses, invest in both sides to make the money. They own the weapons manufacturers that sell the governments the weapons, and they own the banks that print the money for the governments to buy that. They're making money on all sides of any kind of war, and now they're branching into this like vaccine game, like making money off of that shit and the test kits. And it's really weird because they also own all the entertainment companies, so they shot themselves in the foot majorly, losing all that millions in the entertainment business. So it makes you wonder, how are they going to be making that up? Because look at prediction right now, look for something coming down the pike this year of besides the vaccines and whatnot, of some way that they'll be making money off of this thing or off of some other thing that they create. I don't know. Other than that, yeah, that's a good like capper for now. I gotta finish my lunch here. But yeah, so let me just leave room for a little quick prayer and meditation, and just say that I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this knowledge, this knowing, this divine presence, this oneness of being an eternal divine being of light, as we all are, knowing that we can never be destroyed. We can only change form. Nothing can destroy us. And just knowing that, and just knowing that life is a big game, we're just actors in some theater. What role do you want to play? You can change your character anytime. I'm working on myself. I don't know who I want to be. I watch videos of myself too, and I get it. I get why I only have 4 views on some of these videos. Like, I don't like myself either, so I'm trying to change that. If I don't like myself, what is it about myself that I don't like, and can I change that, or should I be liking that part that I don't like? You know what I mean? So just breathe. Run that energy through all the chakras and shit. I go into detail on how to do that in other videos. Stretch your arms, do what your body tells you to do. You can stand up, do a downward dog if you want, whatever. Do yoga in the sun daily if you can. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for this knowing, this power, this presence, and knowing that it is, and it is good, and it will all be good. I am just simply let it be and say, and so it is. Namaste.